Hi, we're Matt and Rachel Heimerl from Johnstown, Ohio. We're here today on my family's farm where we farm alongside my parents and my two younger brothers. Our farm consists of cattle, hogs, grain crops, and a trucking company.
We're going to tell you a little bit about what we do on our farm. It's not necessarily a typical day because a typical day on the farm doesn't really exist. Things can change in a matter of seconds as far as what we do on a normal basis. For instance, we don't usually go to work in our farm polos, but today we were at a meeting where we were passing along educational information to the family farmers that raise our hogs for us. So we are a little bit dressed up today, but we're still going to take you on a tour and show you what we do.
The barn I'm staying in is about 2 years old. It's our newest barn. We have 3 separate lots, so we run 3 separate groups. On a daily basis, we'll feed them in the morning and feed them in the evenings. We'll walk them once a day just to look for sick ones, make sure the water's all working properly, and make sure everything has feed. On a day like today, we actually just hauled the lot out and bedded them. We'll do that at least once a week. If it rains a lot or it's in the middle of winter, we'll probably bed more like twice or even 3 times a week. And also today, we have one group that's ready for market, so we sent a load out this morning. We'll probably do that the next 2 to 3 weeks, and here in about another month, we'll be ready to bring a new group in once that big group is out of here. And that's what we do on a daily basis for the cattle. Here we're staying in a cattle feed room. We'll feed the steers in the morning and in the evenings. Back here we have our corn and our pellet that comes up here, and we add corn silage and dried distillers where it's mixed in the auger and taken out through the 3 cattle lots through the feed bunks out here. Like I said, we have about 500 head of steers here at this location. They're all probably eating at least 20 to 25 pounds a day, so it takes quite a bit of feed to keep them all full.
The trucking division is a huge part of our farm, and it's not, animals or feed, but it's something that we couldn't move the animals and feed without. We have 6 livestock trucks and trailers, and we have 4 feed trucks with feed trailers. We also have a couple local trucks that we use to haul different things around locally here in Ohio. The trucks, they're really fun, but they keep us really busy between scheduling the loads and hiring truck drivers and maintenance. We definitely have our hands full. Everybody in the family has a part of the trucking division that they kind of help with. Something that I do in the office is I help hire truck drivers when the time comes to fill a new position. I also help do things like fuel tax. I do all the billing to the farm from the trucking division for the loads that we haul for the feed and the livestock. And it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and our farm wouldn't be able to operate as smoothly without the trucks.
Here we're staying in our hog feed mill, which is where we make about half the feed for all the hogs that we have. We'll haul about 80 miles away from the mill here. We're making almost 300 ton a day, which is 12 semi-loads of feed. Right now it's actually making feed. If you look up above, there's 18 bins that hold all our main ingredients, which would be ground corn, soybean meal, wheat mids, dog food, distillers. And then down here at the lower levels is where all our micro bins are, which is like all your vitamins, minerals, amino acids, just all the stuff that we're adding smaller amounts of, and even salts and stuff. And now I guess we can walk through here and I'll show you the computer system that runs the mill. Here's the computer system that actually runs the mill. What happens is barn will send an order in, usually about 2 days in advance, for how much feed they need and what bins they want it in. So we'll actually have their group set up in the computer, and all the rations, which we'll use almost 20 different rations of feed for the hogs from start to finish, plus all the sow rations. So that's my typical day here at the mill. I'll put all the feed in the morning and match it up with all the rations, plus about once a week I'll order all the ingredients that we need here at the mill to make all the feed. This system is completely automated. Like I say, once you pick the group and pick the ration you want, in about an hour it makes a semi-load of feed all by itself. It turns the augers on, weighs everything out, mixes it, and dumps it out in the loadout bins, which is outside here, where all the trucks will come pick up the feed to take to the hog farms. This is the drive-through of the feed mill. At the bottom is where our pit is, where we receive all the incoming ingredients such as the corn, distillers, wheat mids, and soybean meal, and all the products that they bring in here to make the feed that are the bulk commodities. Then up above are our 12 loadout bins, where the semis that come in here to take the feed of the hog barns will come in here and load. We're actually right now in the process of getting plans put together to do expansion on the mill, because we're just about running at full capacity. So we're going to add more loadout bins, another ingredient pit, and we're going to add more bins inside the mill for the major ingredients.
Here at the main farm, we have 2,400 head of hogs. Every day we walk this barn 2 to 3 times a day to check the feed and the water and the health of the animals. When we walk the barn, we're walking all the way down. We walk in each pen. We spend a little bit of time in each pen, walking the animals, making sure that they're getting adequate feed and water. We look for any animals that might need some extra care. In the hog barn here, we're always looking for ways where we can improve the health of the animals as far as the efficiency of the ways that we do things. Something that we're trying now is we've installed some new feeders that are state-of-the-art. They're a wet-dry feeder, and we'll use them for a while and see how they work, and hopefully they'll improve the care that we're giving to the animals. Most of our hogs are not at this location. We work with other family farms who also have buildings that are about 2,400 head capacity, because there's no way we could take good care of all of those animals ourselves. So we seek out other family farms to help us do that. So on a typical day, I spend most of my time in the office here. I help do a lot of the paperwork and record keeping for the farm. I work alongside Matt's mom, as well as another gal that works part-time here. And we do a lot of the accounts payable, accounts receivable. Between the 3 of us, we track a lot of data for the hogs, tracking those animals from start to finish. We do, the weekly bills. I manage a lot of the trucking paperwork, like I said before. So there's always something new, a new project in the office here for us. So we're always, starting new things and trying to improve our efficiency. But most of my time is spent here at my desk in the office.
Here we're staying in one of our wheat fields. We just got done running the wheat off today. Behind me is the last grain cart full of wheat. The wheat this year is kind of short and not as good as normal just because it's been so hot and dry here last month. But we have the straw out here. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll probably square bale about half this field and round bale the rest. And all the straw will go back up to the farm to use for cattle bedding.